What's up, guys? Paul from Between the Buried and Me. That is the first riff from a song called Silent Flight Parliament off an album we did a few years ago called the Parallax II. And here's basically how you play it. So basically this riff is broken down into five arpeggiations of 5 different chords. So I'm going to break them down. The first one is this one. That is a simple E minor triad that we've basically just turned into kind of a riff. So you've got E, G, B, and E. Those are the 4 notes in it. So, and then the next chord is like an augmented tonality. So basically like a G augmented, which for those of you who don't know, an augmented triad is just stacked major thirds. So it sounds basically like, those are the 4 notes we're working with. It's a G, a B, an E flat, and then another G. So that part of the phrase looks like. So it looks like that. So you put those 2 together, you have. That's the first 2 chords. The second chord is an F sharp diminished tonality. So starts on F sharp, and it's again just 4 notes involved. These 4 notes are F sharp, A, C, and another F sharp. So the phrase is. So let's put those 3 together. So there's those 3 put together. The next chord, the 4th chord, this one's a little different because it actually has 4 different notes. So this one's not a triad. This one is a 4-note arpeggiation of a slightly more complicated chord that's built basically on a B dominant chord. So a B dominant meaning we've got the B, we've got an E flat, we've got an A, which is the dominant 7th of the B, and then we're adding a minor 9th in there, which is a C, just to color it up a little bit. So what that looks like in the context of the riff is this. And that's it. That's a real quick transition chord. Oops. I mess up sometimes. So let's put those 4 chords together real quick. And now you're hearing that it wants to resolve to something. So, fortunately, it does. The last chord in this epic progression is an A minor. And I may have lied. Right after that A minor, there's one more little chord. But the A minor is super simple. It's just, again, we add another note for color, which is a major 9th, which is going to be this B. But basically, after this, so right there, we start on A, and then we go to it from a B to a C, and then we add a really quick passing chord of these 3 notes, which is an E flat diminished triad. So I'm sorry, there is a 6th chord involved. I should have told you that ahead of time. And that simply is an E flat, an F sharp, and then an A. And a lot of people would probably call this F sharp a G flat in the context of this chord, but it doesn't matter. They sound the same. And at my age, I'm not too concerned with being totally theoretically accurate. So, but the bottom line is it's a quick diminished chord, and then that resolves you back to the. So here's the riff one more time, all together. So you get the idea.